Access modifiers are keywords in the C# language that allow you to achieve encapsulation. Using these keywords, you declare the accessibility of a type or member, and that allows you to selectively expose functionality for clients to use, or selectively hide implementation details that you don't want to burden other people with. For example, the public keyword, you can apply it to a class or to a member of a class, like a property or a method, and it grants open access to whatever is declared public. I can write code inside of the same project, or I can write code outside of the project and have access to anything that you've declared as public. Protected is a little bit different in that you can only apply it to a member, and when you declare a protected member, access is limited to the class that's declaring that protected member and any derived classes. We have an example of that in the sample project. We had our shape class that declared a protected UI element underscore element, and that means we're able to use underscore element inside of methods that are inside of shape, and we're also able to access underscore element in derived classes like circle and square, so they can set that element. But what we cannot do is access underscore element from outside of the class. So I cannot get to shape number 3 underscore element. It's not accessible. Internal is a keyword that you can apply to a class or to a member of a class, and that limits access to the current assembly. This is the default accessibility of a class in C#. So when I declared the circle class here, it's an internal class. I can only use it inside of this application. If someone else references the assembly that we produce when we do a build, they won't be able to legally access circle. If I wanted to expose this, I could make it public. And once I've done that, circle would be available outside of this assembly. There is also protected internal. This only applies to a member, and it limits access to that member to the current assembly and to derived types. And finally, there's private. This is the default accessibility level of a member, and it limits access to just inside of the class. An example here would be in our shape class, we have a field called canvas. We didn't explicitly specify the accessibility here, so it is going to be private. So adding the private keyword there doesn't change anything. And when I'm inside of circle, unlike the element that I am allowed to access, I cannot get to that canvas. It's now an implementation detail of that base shape class. It's hidden from me even when I'm in a derived class.